Good morning, my people. Good morning, um, every citizen of Eastern region. Today, I will say that it's too early for me to make videos. You know, it has been long. I have not been live on YouTube, but most of my activities are going on in Facebook. Actually, I have something to discuss today. It's all about this movement called mobbing, and most of our people in Eastern region and from all over the world are not happy when I start speaking about things that are going on in Nigeria. They will start to insult. They will try to make all sorts of statements that I myself doesn't find it funny. For now, we are still Nigerian citizens, but we can call ourselves indigenous people of Biafra. There is nothing wrong about that. I doesn't think that we should fight Nigeria because of our identity, because nobody is seizing those things out from you or denying you your origin. Look, this world, people may call you whatever they like. It left for you to decide what you call yourself. Anybody can place you to any position they like. It is your duty to present a different picture to them. You know, most of our Igbo people, most of our Easterners, Eastern region, I would not say that, I, I won't say that they don't read history. They do read history. But most of the history in Nigeria are updated or edited to suit the condition of things in Nigeria. Why am I not saying this, or why am I saying this? It's just to make you to understand that when you read the original history, you will be able to think twice before you make some statements, some accusations. I will make some videos and some people will tell me that Nigerian government have been paying me, that I have been collecting money only because I don't want to see things the way they are seeing it. And some will say that I love to argue. Mhm. And I believe there is nothing bad in argument because we argue to learn, we argue to teach each other. the best way and the best solution. Many may be asking, why this background? Why mobbing? Mobbing is a movement of Biafrans in Nigeria. But it's not only the movement of Biafrans in Nigeria, it's the movement of Biafrans all over the world. You know, before, political elites does come out and even the current president of Nigeria, he's from the northern part of Nigeria. But during political time, he came to Eastern region. He tried to speak our language. That is to show you that they are living in manipulation. But what you are seeing now, that he's been elected and sworn in as the commander-in-chief of armed forces, you are now seeing a different person. Some people who saw him that time may ask themselves, why did he change? He didn't change. That is politics for you. It's you that failed to do the basic necessity. There are basic things that any country that loves itself does to be in a safer side. You know, I've been watching the movie under the videos of BVI. BVI is a media hand of mobbing and the Council of Elders and for the indigenous people of Biafra. Chinedu Peters is doing a wonderful job. And now I have started seeing that they want to bring in something that I have been talking about for a very long time. To be able to cope or to cut short these criminals that are hijacking the political positions in Eastern region especially, they will claim that they love you. They will claim that they are the indigenous people of the state they want to govern. They will claim a lot of things. And what you will ask yourself is this: who is financing these guys? They will drop unlimited cash to that state to get themselves in. And our, how would I put it, poor people back home who need, who are fighting to find their daily bread will fall into their traps. I will not blame them, because I believe that the hunger in Nigeria today is a system being manufactured only to keep on controlling the mind and the people, which is wrong. Elections are coming in now, and our people fail to understand the best way to get themselves out of the common, I will use the word common, poverty. Because Nigeria is so rich that when you mention that nation as a poor country, it is a very big insult to that nation. But we will take it as we see it for now. But to reject, to push those corrupt, self-interest people back to power. How do we do that? Join this organization called Mobbing, wherever you are living, for us to be strong enough to force these political criminals into a state debate, because I'm focusing mostly now on the eastern part of Nigeria, because we are fighting for our independence. We are projecting and agitating to pull out of Nigeria. But if you read, we normally misinterpret what Aburi Accord was all about. Aburi Accord is not made for Biafra to pull completely out of Nigeria. Because Ojukwu is wise. He knows that when he go for totally pull out of Nigeria, it will be a different issue. That is why he brought in an idea of self-governance, that we will remain under Nigeria, but we will be governing ourselves. You understand? Because when the eastern region secure their whole states, I mean the indigenous people that love and have special feeling for those dying back home, for those who has no medicine, no food, no dream for tomorrow, for those who do listen or hear or watch the basic living of a human being on television, they are all our citizens. Men looking at Nigeria, and especially the eastern part of Nigeria, you will see that the people back home are still facing another blockade. Common bread on the street that people are buying every day to be able to sustain themselves before maybe they will work to gain little change to buy better food to eat, is expired. Not 1 day, not 2 days expiration, up to 5 days, 1 week, 5 days. That bread have expired. Our people are eating it. Cancer is killing all our citizens back in Eastern region. The way Nigeria is pushing in military, custom, immigration into our area, while the only functioning seaport in Nigeria is in Lagos. It's even more than congested. But you will never find these forces on the street of Lagos. Have you asked yourself, what is going on? Nobody cares. We are living in the government of manipulation. The governors of the state are manipulating the people for them not to see the actual things going on in their area. Should I talk about sick when somebody is sick? Common paracetamol is not even enough to cure headache. Talk less of those, a lot of our parents, brothers, we wish that have hypertension. There is no good doctor back home. What can we do to chase out all this bad movement? Let us unite, become a full member of Mobbing. Many are telling you that they will get referendum. Many are telling you that they will United Nations will come and rescue you out of Nigeria. Let me answer that question. Nobody is coming for your rescue. Nobody came during the war. The international communities were there. to bring in food, aid, and everything. But did they pressurize Nigeria to stop that war? No. Have you asked yourself, now there is no war, how are they going to come by now? No. There are some questions we have to ask ourselves. Which problem are we facing in Nigeria that will motivate you to join this movement called mobbing? Because mobbing is into alliance with UPP. UPP is a political party in Nigeria. But we want to use mobbing to support and push in those who are for the interests of the Eastern region to the state government house, local government, councillors, and other political positions, Senate in your state, House of Rep in your state, so that we should win back our freedom, at least in Eastern region. Because Nigeria have seized everything operating in that nation. Now, they step down to our own state and seize up every movement. We are now living as a full occupied region of that country. Is that fair? No. How can we be free? How can we pull ourselves from that tight corner? We should use what we have to gain our freedom. We should unite under one umbrella. All these groups of Biafrans from all A to Z, from one corner to the other, should succumb under one command. Can you get freedom alone? What can you do as a single movement? You can only talk to people. You can do your best. But to achieve your aim will be very tight. But when the whole Eastern region joined this organization mobbing, now we have become a full bundled room under the Supreme Council of Elders, under Believe Human Rights. All these organizations combined. Now, if there will be an election in Imo State, Imo State people and university students will now call the candidates to come out for a debate. Come and talk to us face to face. Come and tell us which plan, which roadmap you have for your people. And the Europeans made us to understand that the more you talk, the more the wiser ones will be able to dictate where your mindset lies. That's why in United States, the biggest democracy on planet does debate. No matter your position, no matter how prominent you are, you got to face the question of the people. Why can't we do that in Nigeria? Why don't you join this movement for us to be able to make it possible for our people to be able to pick and single-handedly figure out the person who is there for their interest? Major problem facing Nigeria today includes solid, I use the word solid, corruption, poor governance, Solid corruption. Where will I start? You know, I made a speech before that I said Nigeria is too rich for somebody to open his mouth to call it a poor country. Do you know that if at all that Nigeria love their citizens, or if the state legislators are there for the interest of those they are ruling, they will pass laws and adopt bills that is being written by the Igbo core Eastern region organizations. Nigeria has oil. These oils come from Eastern region. As we can remember, our president wanted to go and borrow $28 billion to run our nation. Why should we borrow? Why don't we become lenders to lend money to foreign countries so that we'll be able to make fortune out of it? I use this word lending because I have seen things. Nigerian presidents, right from Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. Even Babangida was the president that started dishing out oil wells to friends, well-wishers, and so on. One of the smallest oil well that a president dashed to a citizen of his nation. How many will I mention? What I'm telling you, the gospel truth. $128 billion. Are we for real? Join this organization so that we will be able to unite our hand and push those who have the interest of their people back to power. With this, this amount that I just mentioned is one out of thousands of oil wells being shared among political elites within themselves and some kingdoms in northern Nigeria and also some kingdoms in Yoruba area. Handful or three, four Easterners. The rest are Northerners and the West. If we managed our resources, and we can only manage it when those who have trust, who have faith, who have soul, who have heart, who has blood in their body enters into power. Is it not right for a common man, a common citizen of that nation to have his fair share on the free of charged natural resources being given by God to bless his people? What Nigeria has today, the resources coming out from Eastern region, will make, if we said that let us unite as one Nigeria, Saudi Arabia will be baby to Nigeria. Kuwait, Dubai, all these rich nations, Western world will be nothing. But no, these guys just choose 0.01% of the whole citizen of that 200 million. They are the one sharing. Do you know that all these oil well owners, if they sell this oil, well, or the oils, let me give you a rough estimate of what the information I received yesterday. After selling the oil per day, Nigeria will tell you they are selling um, 2 million barrels of oil per day. It is a typical lie. All the whole oil well owners sell up to 300 to 400 million barrels per day. And these oil wells, after paying tax per day, after selling, paying tax, doing all sorts of things, these people will have $20 billion of their own. But the president wants to move to borrow 28 billion, while an ordinary citizen of Nigeria who owns oil well is making, after tax and settlement and everything, $20 billion per day. Look at Nigeria. Take a look to our nation. Why are these people so heartless? Even though if you hate your citizens that you doesn't even want them to live, give them good road, give them electricity, give them good pump water, clean gutter. At least let the people develop themselves on their own, but give them the necessity of a common human being needs. Just go give them even hospital and eat the remaining. I said one person is making 20 billion after settlement per day. And it's a handful of people in Nigeria. I got this document yesterday. I just shout on my Facebook. I said, every Nigerian should go on the street and chase away every corner political elite in that nation. Chase them away. Chase them out. Block the whole resources that nothing will go out of Nigeria. These guys are heartless. But how can we achieve this aim? This one is no longer Igbo thing, Biafran ideology. This one is Nigeria as a whole. Yes, the Northerners has the largest president, ministerial position in Nigerian history. But are you different from an Easterner? These guys are only banking this money out of Nigeria. Even though if they are banking this money inside Nigeria, the money will be able to circulate. Companies will run into Nigeria. A lot of things will be working, but they are banking, they are stealing your wealth. Not only stealing that your wealth, they are banking the whole money they are making outside Nigeria. Crippling the nation, ruling that nation as if it is going to sink tomorrow. And we, the Easterners, I be happy, Obi, you be Mosop, this one and this one, this one and this one. Oh my God. Drop all this, you are this, you are that, Abimo, Amabi, I'm this one. Come together. Come together, young people. The document, I'm afraid to release the documents I received. I'm afraid. I just try to pinpoint things that are inside to talk about it, but to publish it, I have to tell you the gospel truth, I won't. Because the documents backing all these things that leaked made me to understand that these guys get whatever they want. Whatever they want, they get it. The only thing that can stop them is if we unite. I know most of you will tell me, don't be afraid, my brother, publish it. No. I said no. Even those that send it to me, I will say, I'm sorry. I will only be picking some point out of it to inform my people. Maybe you may be telling or talking that this thing is propaganda, they are using it to do this or do that. But I know what I received yesterday. I know what pushed me to accept this organization called Mobbing. This is right. Sorry, let me tell my daughter. Bye-bye. Cheers. Fish pass, okay? So, my people, Nigeria is Nigeria has no heart. Nigeria has no feeling. Look in Nigeria. Corruption is there. Poor governance. Why do we have poor governance in Nigeria? Because these elites, these people controlling all this wealth, are the one pushing in whoever they want into power. And they will drop chicken change that we call hell of money. They will drop chicken change so that these governors will not allow you to see what is happening on the ground. That is government of manipulation. All these years that I have been living in Nigeria, I couldn't even think up to that area. But now that I'm here, since I have started talking on YouTube, on Facebook, deliberating with people, interviewing people, a lot of documents are now falling into my hand. Even most of them, I'm afraid to publish it. I cannot publish it, my people. I am afraid because I'm only one person. And these guys are well connected that they can even ask the German government that are doing business with them to do away with me. But the only thing I have to tell you is this. Let everybody, every organization, even if it will be possible, all Nigerians to join this mobbing, let us start putting in our own people, indigenous people, back to power. Because these criminal entities have secured every corner with their money. Because your state in Nigeria is not different from my state. What my people are passing through is not different from what you are passing through. It is time to say enough is enough. The oil wells only even Jonathan, even Buhari that is telling you today he's there to fight for corruption. His name pop up. And the people he was sharing things with, I said, oh my God. I said, oh my God. What I'm saying from IBB till Buhari of today, the smallest worth of one oil well given to a friend, concubine, gate man, security person, worth $128 billion, not naira. And the government is telling me and you they want to go and borrow 28 billion from international. I think they want to go and borrow their own money they kept outside so that you will even pay interest back to them. You doesn't even want to travel abroad, my people. If you see what I received yesterday, you doesn't even know Nigerian will cry. Nigeria is fucking damn fucking rich. They will tell you that Nigeria is selling 200 million barrels per day. Nigeria is selling up to 1 million barrels per day. When you combine All these entities that are, oh, let me just show you one. Let me just show you one. I'm because I'm afraid that things is getting out of hand. You know, yes, I'm afraid, but I need to show you a little, just small thing. Let me. Which one will I show you? Oh, Chineke Kulenyojo. Wonder shall never end. 0.01% people are the one controlling all the whole wealth. 0.001% are controlling all the whole resources of our nation. I'm afraid, but I got to show you people just one. Let me find one. I won't even look into it. Let me just expand it. Maybe you will see it the more. You see the one of Danjuma? Danjuma even pop up upon even that he said his own. Peter Dele, Obasanjo, Sultan of Sokoto, all these people. You see, this one, the field is worth of 70 billion. This is the oil number, the oil well number. This is the one. This one worth 100 billion by Mike. I don't know what is his name. This is his name. And this one, this one worth 500 billion. Is one out of all, my people. One out of all. This thing that I'm showing you is one out of all. You know, one out of all. You know? Let me remove it. You know? We have problem in that nation. That is why we must come together, especially Eastern region need to come together. Even with all that I'm saying, I don't have money, but I may tell you, I will stand to challenge the governor of Imo State. Only if we come under one umbrella. That is why there are political instability in that nation. Because people are dying every day. Unemployment, that one, now don't tell anybody. You can't even create one job. You have no dream to think about your people. Dustbin is taking over the whole street in Nigeria. Do you know that only dustbin you can be able to generate electricity? You don't need to burn oil, gas, or whatever. You will use you will develop or build recycling company in that nation. And the recycling company will recycle every damn dirty in that country. All these dustbin, pure water, nylon, all these things are energy, electricity free one that will give you electricity 247. I have worked with companies here in Germany and they are ready to come to Africa. I said, if I come into that position of governorship, my people will never, they will ask themselves, where have you been all this while? Because I would not like to move around in my state with full of securities. Because I believe when you put your people in a better position, you will walk freely on the street. They will love you and you will love them. These guys are not creating no job for their people. If you are coming from Port Harcourt to Umuahia, dustbin have covered one part of the express. Why those dustbin can be, you can turn it that people will be selling their dustbin to government. Government will be using dustbin to generate electricity. I'm talking electricity that people will now use light, because light is the key to development. The citizens that they are not stupid, they will now develop themselves. If you want to eat all the whole resources they have, you can go to hell. They give them road, electricity, good pump water. This thing costs Nigeria nothing. Nigeria is fucking rich. But all this wealth is under the hand of one elite. Religion and ethnic conflicts. Should religion play any role in Nigerian politics? I don't think so. If you are a good politician, you will keep religion out of politics. But that same government of manipulation, they will try to chip in or mimic their body that we are now, this religion is now in power. Let's continue. And the religion killers will now enter the street and start killing their own fellow suffering poor citizens. Mobbing is the key. I will call it mobilize all Biafrans to join this organization. Be part of it. Be part of the making. Be part of the changing. So that tomorrow you'll be able to tell your great-grandchildren that this is how we are suffering before I joined the organization, and I am among those who made changes. That would be nice. So my people, I'm using this video to tell you to join this organization, be part of the making, because together we are strong. Divided, we will fall. I say, God bless you. God bless every Easterner. God bless those Nigerians, our friends, because we are living with them. God guide the Igbos, the Eastern region. God protect mobbing. Join the organization for the betterment of your people tomorrow. The next elections, it would be nice if people would try to call for debate. That is another key to fight corruption. I said, remain blessed, and God will guide and protect all of you. In Jesus' name I pray. Bye-bye for now.